Hey guys, Zora here. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles Adventures. Whatever the heck. Last time we ended off case 2, and right now I'm actually on the title screen. If you haven't already noticed, whenever you return to the title screen after starting or being in an area or starting a new case, the background changes. I didn't know that. So that's what I've been using for my end cards. The reason why I'm back here, I wanted to show you that I actually made a save file from when we recorded last episode, when it got me into that chapter selection screen. Turns out it's just gonna automatically start me in episode 3. So if you save there like I did, that's what you're gonna see in your save files. If not, I think either continue and go back to your autosave, or if you go over here and do select Avenger, it works out either way. Regardless, let us jump in to episode 3, the Avenger of the Runaway Room. Blah, blah. Our words are just gonna have a chore right now. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get started. I forgot that we can select chapters in here. I just want to get into the opening.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome to the centre of the world, Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Oh jeez. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been in this room, and it's just really, I just like the little giant turning gears. I don't know if there's any practical reasoning for something like this in our time in life, but if I could just see a building or like a clock tower with all these turning gears, that would be amazing for me. What an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice. Oh, wow, that is. Why was I having a struggle there? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san. The Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time, if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys, to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'd have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. Which is what I've been studying for. They studied for only 40 days, apparently. Whether or not that's possible and practical, I have absolutely no idea. I just know that people studying anything, not just law, usually spend like anywhere from as little as half a year to a year, upwards to maybe the standard 2 to 4, or God forbid, like just pretty much half your entire life. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we will be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. Oh god, you're still imposing as ever. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long journey from Japan? Also, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna have a struggle trying to do any sort of British accents inconsistency. I'm gonna just lay that out right here. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no. Don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. I don't think that was your name, was it? So, here's the thing. I think for case 1 and 2, I did try to look up some things, if there were any differences between the this new version and the old versions. That might slow down upcoming, because doing that also puts me at a risk of spoilers. While I have played through the first part of this game, I have not played through the second part, and I want to try to keep myself as blind as possible, even though I have been spoiled about a few things, but that's beside the point. So yeah, if it's on the screen, it's on the screen. If it's not, oh well, you're gonna have to cut me a break. Ugh. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo, don't be a mouse. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Ah, yes. Thank you. Oh, we can actually... Wait, can I present it? Oh, right. So, Before we had the little student lawyer badge from Yume University, but since we're actually trying to like become a lawyer, the armband is actually what kind of shows us as being the lawyer in this game. So basically this is actually our attorney's badge. This is the one that we inherited from Kazuma. I was actually kind of weirded out that they didn't show this, like us like having the armband, but whatever, I want to present it. Lord Strongheart, may I show you this? To accept this item, issue a receipt, examine it thoroughly, and make a formal statement of my findings. Would require something in the region of 24 seconds of my time. Sorry? Does the item warrant 24 seconds of my time, Mr. Naruto? Let's leave it for now. Yeah, so as you can see, Mr. Strongheart is someone that's very pressed for time, or obsessed with time, I guess is the better way to put it. I mean, we could examine the area, but I think our best bet is to just talk with him. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, well, help. I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruto? Oh? We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost at a loss for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Oh yes, astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming grand exhibition we'll be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Hang on. Give me a second, I'm gonna go look something up. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to double check. I'm pretty sure I'm saying the word wrong. I don't know why, it's a word that I usually see all the time, but I'm just having a lot of trouble saying it. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't saying it, like, horribly incorrectly, because I think there's a similar word to it that I don't want to accidentally mix it up. Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World's Fair look like a toy shop. Someone please help me. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's gonna be. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Asuki, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has been telegraphed a full report on this situation. Sorry for the cut there, I think my Switch is trying to be a demon again. Unsure. Anyways. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of this news. Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person. They tell me you Japanese are people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means the study tour arrangement can no longer proceed. If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart. What do you have to say, madam? It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal. Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, this is it then. The moment of truth. Just conveniently added to us on the main menu. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead? Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there is nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country, and that was Mr. Asaki. At least, that's what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Mr. Naruhodo! I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there's someone else here from Japan who could describe as a lawyer, it's... It's Miss Susato! No, I'm not gonna mess this up. It's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but... No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on the board of the SS Beria. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Great Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short of a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asaki's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to send to me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking. Please! 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief. Not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh. Thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asaki planned to do. Are you firmly set on this path? Well, yes. That's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did this expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? So, what form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. What do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as of yet, so this will be your welcome news. Today? Straight away? If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations? Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart? Yes, good question. Ah, I remember. It's a murder trial. A murder? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death? Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law. We can't possibly agree to such a test. You would be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it is acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged. I'm actually surprised that they flat out mentioned that in there. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove that you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see this through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I am sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I don't know what's gonna happen if I say I won't do it. I kinda wanna hit it, but no. Alright then. If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is never mind! I can't do it! I can't get the words out! 15 seconds. Your decision making needs some work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go ahead, go and require your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Miss Susato. But what can I do? It's alright. I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. What are you trying to say, madam? I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance that they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that! I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful! But that is the truth. Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. I'm really his only hope? So, what do you say now, madam? Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend the man in these circumstances. And I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh. Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend to. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves. That is one way to end off this serious conversation, my sir. He's gone. The Old Bailey. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. And actually, that's what we're gonna do in the next episode. Wow, I didn't actually think our meeting would take an entire episode. But yeah, we're finally in London. We don't have Kazuma, unfortunately. Bless his soul. But Naruhodo and Susato, hopefully we'll continue on with this tour. Assuming we get past this trial. Yeah, from what it sounds like, it doesn't look like there's gonna be an investigation portion? Maybe? I don't know. It's just very last minute. This game had to shove a lot of new stuff in here, so it's a little bit different from a normal Ace Attorney game. You're gonna have to give it a break. Anyways, that's beside the point. Thank you guys for watching. This is Zora signing out, And I'll see you guys next time at the Old Bailey.